This is it, folks. The penultimate episode to Daredevil Born Again, Season 1, Episode 8. If you guys want to watch the whole thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, whether it's this episode or the whole show, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/cinejump, or go to cinejump.com. Both URLs will work. You will need your own Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode side by side with our reaction. We give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown thing, and it's like you're watching it with two of your favorite buddies, pals from the internet. All right, let's jump into it. Here we go.
Sorry, that was awkward.
Not at all. Why would that be awkward?
I don't know. You touched me, then I was like, "Oh, let me bump you."
All right, here we go.
Usually we collect their stuff, but they don't let this fucker keep anything, so looks like we're traveling light today. Hands up.
He has not said a single word, has he?
I don't think so.
What is this?
Welcome to your new digs.
No, I was told I'm supposed to.
Welcome to Gen Pop, Agent Poindexter.
Uh-oh. Why does it look scary?
Well, he's all tied up. They could kick his ass.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
is it because he was in solitary and now he's in general population and he's got people there that
Don't like
him?
Most likely.
And so,
yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know why they would do that to him.
Because they hate him?
What do they stand to gain from that?
I wanted you to know that the funding for my Red Hook project is happening, both public and private. I know that I haven't properly acknowledged all that you've done. What
Okay.
you've built for us.
We're a team.
What this project is about to become is due to what you've done with our financing, what you did with Luca.
He was a punk playing at a throne. It was painful to watch.
That's not why I brought you here. I brought you here for something else. Come with me.
Oh, he's gonna show her. He's gonna tell her the truth?
Really? Well,
Well, at some point it had to come out.
yeah.
Hey, so, Madison called an all-hands meeting at the office. I should be back in time for dinner.
Oh, the glasses cover up the bruises.
That's smart.
I killed him, Matt. Do you have any idea what that felt like? I think I'm finally starting to understand how that violence, it just transfers from Daredevil to Muse to me.
I'm sure you can put Muse and Daredevil in the same
I'm
category.
not so sure that you can't.
Slow your roll. Okay.
Boys hiding behind masks, trying to make it look like something more sophisticated.
It's a pretty dark
Wow.
view. I mean, I think they're completely different animals.
You weren't
Stop
there, Matt.
defending Daredevil.
I'm just saying that
It's not a good look.
when Muse tried to kill you, Daredevil saved you.
I saved me.
Oh.
They were both out there for themselves.
Oh.
Don't
Wow.
say anything else.
No appreciation.
Morning, Mr. Murdoch. Is
Oh,
Dr.
God.
Glenn here?
He's showing her.
Oh, God.
He's showing her.
Wow.
Yo.
You called it.
What is her reaction going to be?
They're gonna make love on the floor.
Or against the cage?
I don't know, man.
This is so crazy. Please tell your husband. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Stop talking. I promised you I wouldn't kill him.
Right.
I shouldn't be here.
All
He's
right.
not part of us.
Yeah, but you can't release him.
She's gonna kill him.
Both of you, please. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Shut up!
Yeah, stop being a PUSSY. She's not into it. I don't know, maybe she is.
What are you doing here?
The mayor wanted me to deliver this to you personally, along with his deepest admiration for your strength.
He's gotta connect the dots.
She is a municipal treasure.
Where's exactly? Hold on a second. How did you or Mayor Fisk know she was staying here?
The mayor cares deeply about this city and its citizens. Have a good day, Councillor.
Shoo.
He's creepy.
Yeah.
How do you know that man?
Why would you keep all this from me?
Uh-oh.
I am better than I was.
You see, the thing is,
If I cannot be with you, Vanessa, I cannot be.
well, that's a bold statement.
I mean, you were before.
Just let me go.
Heather, I'm serious.
Or is she
How
gonna
you know
do?
Watch your tone.
Oh.
I can't say it's a work thing.
Please don't tell me Fisk is a client.
I'm not gonna answer that, Matt.
You just did.
Right? If he's in your life, he is in our life. And that is not good.
He's the mayor. He's in everybody's life.
Oh, you don't know him.
Why does it only apply to her, though, Daredevil? He's in your life.
Ah, good point, good point. Touche, touche.
Mayor Fisk and the First Lady cordially request your presence at the inaugural Black and White Ball, benefiting the Red Hook Port Revitalization Project. black tie.
You're not seriously considering going, are you?
Why wouldn't I?
Because he is trying to co-opt your story. He wants to use your trauma to boost his narrative.
If his narrative is that vigilantes are dangerous, then he's got my
Heather,
vote.
you must see he's trying to use you.
Careful now. Careful.
Oh.
Slow your roll.
I'm sorry.
Vanessa.
Please.
Why don't you come with me then? Protect me from being co-opted.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
I wasn't invited.
To Dr. Heather Glenn
And guest.
and guests.
Haha, got you there.
Yeah, okay, great.
Yep. Oh no. Knew it. Dang, girl. You're cold.
Do you think he's dead?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. Well, he didn't do it.
Yep. He's like, this is hot. This is why I love you.
There was no other way, though.
No, there wasn't.
Like, he would have ratted them out.
You're late.
Fashion.
10 minutes is fashionable. 35 is just not cool.
I'm here. What's going on?
Thanks so much.
Good. Why is Madison calling a panic meeting?
Creedy, Laughlin, and McKagan are stonewalling on the financials.
As in corporate documents that belong to our client.
They're saying that all legal filings are as much their purview as the client's, and since we're engaged in litigation, they are under no legal obligation to furnish them.
Wow.
Seems your poison counsel approach might actually have some legs.
Is he here?
Yeah, hold on. Just, there's something else.
What?
Poindexter.
What? What about him?
I just got a call from one of my former colleagues at the Southern District. He was moved from protective custody 2 days ago. The reason my friend called is that Poindexter wants to talk with you.
What?
Why?
Why?
I have no idea. And I don't
Whoa.
care. Neither should you.
Kirsten.
Oh my god.
Do we know who moved him?
I knew you were gonna ask me that.
Tell me.
Fisk.
The task force, right?
Mayor Fisk.
So was he lying?
I don't know.
As much as I'm always interested in an unscheduled meeting with you, we are due at our morning press segment.
Cancel it.
Look at his face.
I'm not sure if you've seen the latest numbers, but vigilante crime is down 30% since the task force deployed.
The ACLU is filing 13 different lawsuits over their excessive methods.
Excessive methods work.
Not to mention the avalanche of favorable publicity.
Looks like your conversation with BB Urich was obviously fruitful then.
Ah.
I'm sorry, sir. I just...
As deputy mayor for communications.
No way.
Wow.
Excuse me, sir. Him?
Work closely with the city council. Make sure they turn a listening ear to our agenda.
Yeah, of course.
If I may say so, and I'm so sorry, Daniel, but I do believe he will be way in over his head with the council.
I do mind you saying.
Oh.
Daniel's the future of this city. Why would we stand in the way of it?
I swear to Christ, sir. I will not let you down. I will work night and day for you. Sir, I will burn.
All right, baby Fisk.
Sheila, Vanessa checked. This is actually Fiorello LaGuardia's desk.
Okay.
Mr. Madison, we highly recommend against it.
I don't know. You too, black lady, blind dude. I like the optics. I'm just saying, I should be seen.
Oh my god. This guy.
What exactly is that
Such a
voice saying?
D-bag.
I have no clue, man. None at all.
Shoes
No
on the
idea
desk.
Those funds are being commingled. This whole thing is not my fault.
Is he high?
My mother was a teacher. My grandmother was a teacher. My girlfriend's a teacher. I love teachers.
Right.
Mr. Madison, you do whatever the hell you want to in this world, all right? You go with grace, you find your way. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to defend you. And we at Murdoch and McDuffie, we have a lot of approaches to that defense. But one thing we do not do is subordination of perjury.
There's so many words. I don't know what you're saying.
It is against the law for my partner and I to put a client on the stand when we know they are lying. You, my friend, are lying.
Yep.
With every breath you take.
Dang.
Why don't you let us know when you want to make a plea deal?
Wow.
He's not mincing words anymore.
All right, fine, Kirsten. You want to go back in there and apologize to him?
No, I don't. I want to know what's going on. Is it the Poindexter thing? Should I not have told you about that? You're late to meetings. You're insulting our client.
Yeah, she's got you, dude. Like, his daytime profile's not good right now.
No.
We put Poindexter away and it changes nothing. All right? We defend Hector Ayala and he's still murdered. Leroy Bradford goes away for eating a box of caramel corn. Heather's assaulted by Muse, and she thinks Fisk is right. And now this asshole, this privileged sociopath can get away with ripping off teachers.
Right.
We're not serving justice here, you know? We're babysitting chaos.
Wow.
This, us, what we do, it feels useless.
Wow.
You've been through a lot, but this can't happen like this.
I know, I'm sorry. I have to go.
I need to take a mental health day.
He's lucky he's got her, because she's keeping the ship together.
She really is. They still haven't rebuilt it. Oh, Josie.
You're just gonna stand out there like a hobo, Matt? Or are you gonna come in, have a drink?
Wait, is it properly open or just for regulars?
May you always remember to forget the things that make you sad. Never forget to remember the things that make you glad.
Happy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's nice.
I guess it's a good thing I can't see the place.
I've been thinking about reopening. The mayor's office has offered loans, but I'll be damned if I take a penny from that man.
No, don't.
Talk to me, Matt. What's going on?
Well, I guess you could say the genie's out the bottle.
Well, your timing's a little off. Fisk is making a name for himself hunting vigilantes. Imagine he'd love to get your head on a spike.
Yeah.
You know, he moved Poindexter into general population.
Now that's a death sentence.
Yeah.
Easy now, easy.
We missed something, Jerry. Fisk, Poindexter, it's all connected.
Right. It's got to be, right?
We dug. The DA dug. You have to accept that Poindexter was just trying to settle an old score with Foggy and Karen and you.
Jerry, I'm telling you, there's more to it than that.
He's got to go talk to Poindexter.
You look like a guy who's blowing up his life.
Yeah, might be right.
What do you need, Matt? You need more pain?
Since we're all here, we may as well make it official.
We're going to have the good bottle?
None for me, thanks. I quit.
Huh, good on you.
Josie, what you mean make it official?
O'Melveny's Foggy
Oh.
Yeah.
never finished his final round.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but he wasn't drinking O'Melvins.
Yeah, because he was the last customer to order.
I think you're wrong about that.
How many oceans of Irish do you think I serve here? I know what my people drink.
Wait, what? Hold on, I missed something.
Yeah, he was talking about that she keeps a special bottle of
Right.
Melvinese behind the bar.
Right.
He was celebrating early.
Yeah.
He knew, Foggy knew the night he died, he knew he was going to win. His case with dumb betting.
Matt, I am really trying to understand you.
Oh, shit, he was taken out.
Gotta go.
She's like, dang
He
on
didn't
it.
use his cane.
He
didn't notice.
He doesn't need to use his cane.
You know the precautions, counselor?
I do.
Emergency call buttons under the table.
Thanks.
All right. Let's chat.
Why does Fisk want you dead? Did he hire you to kill Foggy Nelson?
You hear that? Outside. That
How
is the
can you not?
roar of the jungle, counselor.
Right.
Is that what I am to you?
What?
An animal. One of them. 'Cause that's what this is all about, right?
You killed his best friend.
Everyone thought you were just a shooter on a rampage, didn't they? Yeah, settling scores, getting vengeance. But it wasn't, was it? You did it for someone.
Who?
You did it for Fisk.
Another night in here, I might never be able to answer that for you.
Sweetheart,
Oh.
what do you want me to do?
You know, in another life, you might be defending me. Because that's what good men do. Defend their worst enemies.
Wow.
I'm bargaining for my life here, counselor.
Yeah, he might not survive.
You want to know if Fisk hired me? I can tell you.
She got to get me out.
But I need to be outside.
I don't trust you for a second.
I'm not lying.
You can't do that! You can't do that!
He started smashing his face against the table.
Crazy asshole. Thank you, counselor. Fuck you.
Wow.
I mean, that was him being merciful, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wanted to hurt him the entire time.
Still, though. Like, he's in prison and he's chained up. Like, he had no way of fighting back, or defending himself.
You know, when I first started, I was really worried about us and whether we were going to be on the same side or not. I gotta say, I'm not worried so much anymore.
Oh.
I gotta go talk to someone.
Oh, yeah.
He's completely past her.
He really has. What's she doing here?
Oh, she's shook.
Yeah.
Hey.
She looks fantastic.
You know we're not exactly cool right now.
I pushed pretty hard on the task force thing, but it's a gig. Got me deputy mayor of communications.
Holy shit.
She has lots of feelings.
Yeah.
I am on the inside of this thing. And as long as I'm in, I'm gonna run like hell until, I don't know, until somebody tells me to stop.
Okay.
He scares me so much.
Yeah.
Look at us. How dope is this place?
I don't know. I've never been anywhere like it before.
Oh gosh. And then like the scary cops.
Shots?
Oh. Hell yeah.
Oh, she's partaking?
So good to see
Okay.
you.
Hello. Did you come along?
Free alcohol? Hello.
I am surprised to see you here. Giving your feelings towards our mayor.
Thought it best not to offend him.
Her attitude is different.
Yeah.
What a mess. Is everything all right?
Oh. Yes.
She's also shook.
Don't mind me. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Yeah.
I want to know more about him in this story.
Right.
Esteemed New Yorkers, welcome to
I mean, he made it pretty clear he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
and First Lady of
Oh, he's in the white now. Kingpin's back, baby. Wow. Wow, that's an entrance. Look at that. I thought this theme was black and white, but that's okay, you know. She's the first lady.
She stands out.
She can wear red.
One more loop and stitch, and that should do it.
Oh no, he's gonna get out.
He's done.
Oh no, yeah, why are his hands
Stitches should
free?
come off in a week if
They're
you
not
don't
free.
Disturb 'em.
They're not inside a thingy. His hands are weapons.
All right, let's get you back to...
Oh no! No, no! Oh no! Oh no! I guess his mouth is a weapon too. Oh my god. The doctor treated you.
This is, incredible. Rich people posturing. Champagne's good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Are you alone? Well, it wasn't supposed to be.
Oh.
And we can fix that.
Oh.
Sounds like we should.
Uh-oh.
No, monsieur.
Wait,
no.
doesn't this, like, violate some sort of, like, patient and
Well, no,
therapist
because
thing?
she came up to her.
I guess.
She didn't go up to, the therapist is not allowed to go up to you.
It's not like I'm inviting my therapist to Disneyland. Maybe I should.
That'll just create more bias.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
I wanted to thank you for how much you've helped my husband and I.
Yeah, because we're back.
I look forward to continuing our work.
Yes, well, I think
you're fired.
we've worked it out
We don't need your services anymore.
for both of us.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, enjoy the evening.
Okay.
Oh, he's going?
He's coming.
No. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Who else could it be?
I don't know. I got scared that Bullseye was going to make an appearance for some reason.
I mean, he might.
I thought maybe Bullseye was going to pretend. Everybody got their eyes on you.
Yeah.
Does
Do
she
you
see him?
think, do you think she wanted him to come, or like Fisk and her, or that was their plan?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because,
I don't know if he knew that they were dating.
well, he knows everything about everyone, so why wouldn't he know? He makes it his business to know.
Am I late?
Late? Didn't even know you were coming. I texted, called.
Ooh.
Oh, I went to Rikers. Ben Poindexter wanted to meet me.
What were you thinking, Matt?
I know.
Him?
Yeah, it's hard to.
You know what? I don't care. It's fine.
Oh.
You have been checking out on me, disappearing physically and
emotionally.
Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for the invitation.
As
He's
she's
like-
saying it.
Oh my God, you're not even listening to me.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
No, don't lie. She can tell.
I'm glad we get a chance to talk.
Classic girl trick.
I've got an awful
on the wrong foot.
If she actually was included...
What foot is that?
Right, it would be different.
Yeah.
Underestimated your tenacity in pushing that Red Hook project through.
Underestimated.
Okay.
It's one way of putting it. Some might say snide or condescending, even rude.
That was a cool shot.
Yeah.
Key to the project is matching public funds with private investors. How much can I count on you for?
I have no interest
Before you continue and embarrass either of us, you are aware of of the rumors that surround you.
Oh, no.
Shall I call you swordsman?
There it
Okay,
is.
so it was him.
Even if I knew what you were talking about, that sort of thing would be an isolated incident.
Yet still probable cause for visit from my task force.
Wow.
Is that a threat?
No, of course not.
It's like his own Gestapo.
It's merely a warning.
Dang.
Office contact your CFO in the morning.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
She's putting up with a lot while he's eavesdropping on these conversations.
Yeah. Poor girl.
I will take care of him.
Take care of him?
There's no pictures inside, but you knew that, right?
You're supposed to
Not
be...
compressed inside either.
Oh.
I know my rights. Oh, yeah? Very good. Me too. Let me read it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Jeez.
You have the right to have a real hard time.
What do you... No, this is awful, no.
You let that man go or I will charge you with assault.
Oh, Commissioner, no, this isn't assault.
He doesn't even care.
And you're not gonna charge me with shit. Because in case you haven't noticed, I don't answer to you anymore.
Listen, what you...
Oh my god, this is really scary.
He's surrounded.
What the task force is doing is dereliction of duty.
He doesn't give a shit.
Go over canopy, Commissioner. Get him up. Come on. You smart-ass piece of shit.
Dang.
Oh my god, he can't do anything.
Right in front of him.
Oh my god.
So brazen.
And they all want to be either in that room or shitting their pants that he's gonna call them into it. Straight up boss power.
Or total corruption.
Yeah, that.
Why do you do that? Every time I get stoked, you do that.
My uncle used to say that we should speak truth to power. Is that what you're doing? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know, baby. I'll try not to be an asshole.
Yeah, but you're well on your way.
Is she trying to put good in him?
I just wanted to ask you if the mayor consulted you when he formed the anti-vigilante task force.
You working tonight?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be.
Are you?
She's so cute and bubbly.
That was a hell of a bit of spin, giving credit to the task force when everyone with half a brain knows that it was Daredevil. When did you become Fisk's Minister of Propaganda?
Right about the time he became head of his SS, I figured.
Wow, touche.
Touche.
No, that's not me. The task force is all him. How much do you know about our esteemed mayor?
I would like to learn a lot more.
Yeah, don't be so sure.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Wilson Fisk was the main suspect in your uncle's murder.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
She knew.
She had to know that.
Yeah.
She knew. Okay.
I did.
Okay.
But he came out and said it.
Why do you think I'm here?
Okay.
Not everything I write is under my name.
Oh, we're getting into dangerous territory here.
I think I do.
Oh gosh.
Y'all are having this conversation at this party.
I know.
Ears are everywhere.
So if you ever want to put anything real out there,
just let me
something
know.
that puts a dent in that prick's white armor. There's an email.
We have an alliance.
No. Don't leave a paper trail. Get a burner phone. Oh no, he's watching!
I have files on every crook with a badge that Fisk calls his task force.
Okay.
I would really like to take a look at the sweatshirt. If you don't mind, I have to get back to work.
Okay. All right, nice mask.
I know you've got issues with Mayor Fisk.
He's your client, isn't he?
I'm not going to tell you that, Matt.
I don't expect you to understand, but I need you to know he sought you out to get to me.
That is starting to worry me on a professional level. Why would he do that?
Well, you know what? Why don't we go find out? Come on.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Confront the mayor at his own party?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's acting out, Matt.
And mental health is knowing when and where to do it.
Okay.
Please don't.
Please stop.
Do not forget your promise.
Oh, gosh, we're just blackmailing everybody. Oh.
Damn. Saved by the light.
We'll take Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island.
So classy.
For a split second, I was like, what are we focusing on? And it's going to the singer.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
Oh.
You're not making any sense.
Heather, he is a monster. You're not safe. No one is safe until this is done. I'm not running.
When you look at that, it's like, that's a monster?
I understand what's going on here.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. I promise.
Is he gonna tell her?
Trust him. Let's dance.
You're gonna have to lead.
The Daredevil dancing was not on my bingo card, honestly.
What were you looking for? Devil.
Oh.
Told you there'd be consequences.
If anything happens, you get out of here. You call Kirsten, call Jerry, and make as big a stink as you can.
And everything. Just anything.
What?
Please just tell me he's dead. He escaped.
Shit.
He's on his way.
He's on his way. You tried to kill him, and you failed.
Oh, he's there.
He's there. Ruh-roh.
He's already there?
He's not here for Daredevil, I don't think.
Ben Poindexter killed a prison guard and used his badge to escape. I've already informed security.
Oh. Is Vanessa dead?
Try not to draw too much attention.
Maybe get off the dance floor.
Yeah.
I have something to tell you.
Oh, God.
Not here, not now.
He can hear. That's why. Do it now.
He was away. And she was in charge. It was her. She did it.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Mind if I cut in?
Smooth.
I know you had Foggy killed.
Your boyfriend seems a little overly exercised.
First I was pissed off, but now I'm worried. This isn't like him.
You know, it's been said that keeping secrets can make us sick.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. And the lights turn blue.
Oh, okay, so that's what he did with it.
Oh, gosh.
You see, I know it was you.
I
I just don't know why.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
He tried to run away.
Did he know you had Foggy killed?
Does Heather know you're Daredevil?
Touche.
You will pay for what you did.
You need to relax.
Oh, we're changing aspect ratio.
Yeah. Who is he gonna go for? Oh my God!
Why'd he do that? I guess he's just so good-natured that he saves even him? Wow. Wow, way to call it back to the beginning, huh?
Yeah.
He would have done him a favor by taking him out. Why would he save him?
I have no idea. Maybe it is like you say that
He's just so
he's
good.
just so good
Okay.
that he's like, no. Or else he's like, no.
He's mine.
I'm going to be the one that's going to take you down.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
today. I don't know. I really don't know. That was definitely surprising. Also,
Was there only one bullet in the gun? Because he didn't try after that first shot. I guess it's not a clean shot after that. There's so much frenzy and chaos.
but I mean, come on. It's him. It's
Yeah.
Bullseye. Like, he always gets his mark. So, like, even if everybody's being chaotic and stuff, I think he could still hit someone if he really wanted to.
Yes.
But I guess maybe you're right. Like, it would kind of be more difficult and more people are in the way. I was just more confused as to why he went for Kingpin instead of Vanessa when Vanessa was the one that hired him.
If Vanessa's the one that hired him, it would hurt Vanessa to see Kingpin go down.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
That might be a stretch.
Sure.
I don't know.
No, because for the same reasoning, I feel like if you really wanted to hurt Kingpin, then you would just take out Vanessa.
Yeah.
And then he would be absolutely devastated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I just have to say, like, this episode was directed by Benson and Moorhead again, and they did the first episode. And every single time I see one of their episodes, I'm always just like floored by the visuals because I think they're so creative with the shots that they choose.
Yeah, they certainly were playing with a very Munich-esque Spielbergian kind of camera work. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Munich, there's such crazy camera work in that movie, going from one thing to the next to the next to the next.
Not cutting. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not even sure where it's headed, but you're just like on, for the ride. They were doing a nice job of that here, where you weren't really quite sure what you were focusing on for a second. Even like on the dance floor, I thought I was supposed to be focused on Matt and Heather. Sorry, I didn't commit her name to memory even up until this moment. And then I'm like, oh no, we're focused on Kingpin and Vanessa. And then it's like, oh no, it's the singer in the background. It just kept moving.
Yeah.
And so it did a lot of that. It was pretty cool. Very strategic. There's a lot of planning that goes into that because it's not the kind of thing you can just sort of make up. You have to really think about that.
And the blocking and everything.
Yeah.
And all the camera movement and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And also, like, I really enjoyed the shots that they used in the scene with Kate Bishop's stepdad when they were in the room, like
all the mirror shots,
all the mirrors and stuff like that. I'm not sure entirely what that means yet symbolically, but maybe something to do with like the reflection that you like show the world or something, or like maybe something to do with truth and hiding. Or
it's just a creative choice.
Or it's just a creative choice and it just looks pretty. But which it did. But like, I liked that they had the camera angled down low, looking up at Kingpin and then looking down at Mr. Dude in the chair, and just like their height discrepancy and everything, and really playing with that. So you get the sense of like how massive Kingpin is and like how much more powerful he is in that situation than I don't know his name, but yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Kate Bishop's stepdad sitting in the chair and just being the one who's like, oh,
the swordsman.
I am not in a position of power anymore. And like how the tables have turned from that last party where all the rich people were like talking down to him and stuff. And now he's back in his power as Kingpin, which was symbolized by him putting on the white suit again.
Sure.
Because like in the first episode, I think it was, he was kind of reaching for it, but then he didn't. And now that he's like full on back in gangster mode, he's like, I'm in my pimpin' suit again, Yeah. I just really enjoy all of the visual storytelling that they're doing.
Because the show didn't take out the cop guy who was supposed to retire, I'm guessing he's going to be around for a while, because in that moment when he received the card, it looked like the kind of thing where, okay, he's going to die now. If he doesn't, that means he's around for a long time. That's how I interpret that.
Right.
I mean, he could get, knocked in the next episode, but it seems to me he will be leaking. And let's assume that Daredevil Born Again goes another season or longer. Then
I think it is.
Yeah. So then he's a leak, He's going to be putting stuff out there, and that's going to freak out Kingpin.
Yeah.
That's just another element of chess,
That's super dangerous. And like BB has had all of us duped, I think, because in the beginning we were like, well, she probably doesn't know that he killed her uncle.
No, but you suspected it.
Yeah, but then I was like, oh, maybe not. We were just kind of like on the side of like maybe she doesn't know. But then of course, even though it's not proven, of course he is a main suspect and all. But she's done such a good job of acting, as in like her character acting and being all bubbly and just kind of throwing everyone off the scent. And Kingpin did say early on in the season, he was like, she's used to being underestimated, and she uses that to her advantage because people don't suspect her because she's like so cute and bubbly and young, and she's got this fun little show where she's
disarming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting and exciting to hear that she also writes under a pseudonym and like she wants to take him down. But it's a dangerous game, especially like the stakes are so high when they're at this gala, because they're surrounded by the task force who are so scary. Like that scene in the kitchen when that guy put the reporter's hand in the like hot frying oil, that was just so horrific and scary to me, because it just shows how they don't care. Like the cop that you're talking about, he's not just any guy. He's not a captain. He's a commissioner.
Yeah.
He's like the head of the police force.
Yeah.
And they're like,
they operate in their own jurisdiction, basically.
They don't even care.
Their own rules, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's frightening, and the way they all just like filed in, and it was just like,
it's a gang.
You're just one guy.
Yeah.
Like you can't take us.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would be headlines that if the commissioner was taken out, that would be a bad move.
Right. But maybe they can make it look like an accident or something, you know?
Sure. It's still not a situation or a circumstance you want to be in, being surrounded by this task force that doesn't give a shit about what you say. And so, yeah, I mean, Fisk decided to keep him on, you know, and keep him from retirement. And he hates Fisk more than anyone. And so it is torture for him to have to work for the man.
Yeah.
And having this opportunity presented to him where he can dole out information. It's just that, you know, one of the task force members, it seemed that he saw him. And so it's like, is that going to come back, or was it just a misdirection in the editing, you know?
Yeah, you just never know. But he seems like the type of guy who catches everything.
Yeah.
It was really risky to have that conversation in a place where you've got Fisk's men everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I kept thinking, but I was like, maybe it's just so inappropriate. But, you know, I was like, just kiss her. Cause a distraction. Make it up. But maybe that would be too weird. That would just be too odd.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know exactly. I was
Slow
like,
roll a chart, Kirk.
calm down. If in doubt, just kiss the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be so weird. Right?
I feel like the conversation being there is the most interesting place to have that conversation, because it's precarious, because they're surrounded. It's like if the conversation were anywhere else, it would be less interesting. It would be like 20, 30, 50% less interesting.
Well, yeah, the stakes are really, really high, especially since we've seen like what Fisk has threatened and also what the task force has done.
Yeah. That said, while I acknowledge it's profoundly more interesting there, it also reads as stupid. It's just like, why are you doing this here? You're going to get the man killed. You're going to get both yourselves killed.
Yeah.
It's just not a good... It's like, y'all know how dangerous Fisk can be. Why have this dialogue here? But it's certainly more stressful. It adds to the just complexity of the situation. You know, they did a lot with this one location.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it was a very huge investment in terms of... You know, talking about budget, it's a big scene. A lot going on there.
Lots of people.
Lots of complex camera work. It's not just coverage, as you pointed out. It's like dynamic movement going on and choreography with the actors who have to hit their marks. People who have to land in a particular spot. You don't land in that spot, you screwed up the shot. It's so complex that if you mess up your mark, the whole shot's gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and also talking about shots, because I do think that this is really cool what they're doing. I also like that they experiment and do things with like the lighting change, which is it's not naturalistic at all, you know? And yet we buy it, which I really like, because it's just like a very clear visual representation of like when it turns blue, we're in Bullseye's world now. Like we're in his mind in this like cold kind of place, right? And then the red for Daredevil and stuff. Like I just think it's really fun that they don't bind themselves to the rules of realism, because why not? And also like the source material is a comic book. So why not have fun with color and like the imagery that we see on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish that throughout this episode, or throughout the season, I should say, that they were consistent about like when Daredevil's honing in on something, you know how it letterboxes in to show where his ear's at?
It letterboxes out.
No, it went in. It closed in.
It closed in when Bullseye was honing in.
So it's Bullseye.
Yeah. It zooms. The letterbox comes out when Daredevil is like honing in on his sense of hearing. And then, well, that's what I noticed. And then it came back down when Poindexter was aiming.
I'm taking a look at the shot right now. It's stretching out.
That's what I said. And he's hearing, and then it goes back in.
That's Daredevil's
and he's
hearing.
aiming.
Yeah, that's Daredevil's hearing going up to him, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that's what
I think
that
I
was.
misinterpreted it then.
I don't know. Maybe you're right.
I just.
It's art. Art is up for interpretation.
I just took it as he's honing in. He's zooming in on the target.
It perhaps makes. I don't know about that.
I think maybe you're right. I think you're right.
Like it just. I don't know, man. It makes more sense what you're saying, except for the fact that it's focused on Bullseye.
Sure. That's why I'm like, maybe you're right.
It's a confusing execution, but like I just kind of wish that. No pun intended. But. I wish that they just use that throughout the show, if it's Daredevil's thing, of like closing in like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is just a thing where they wanted to do that because that's like stylistically something that they thought was cool. And then when different directors were directing the other episodes, they just weren't consistent with it. Like maybe they didn't get the note.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's not how that works.
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's a pilot and they set the tone for the rest of the show. The other directors come in and direct traffic, basically. They're like, okay, they can choose camera angles and stuff like that, but like it's more about how you're dealing with the actors in terms of what's been established. You don't get to reestablish things.
Sure, and I don't feel that they did.
It doesn't matter. We're debating about a nonsensical thing at this point. It's just a little, that's it. I just wanted them to do it throughout the show, that's it. And
Sure.
like the producers and the editors could have figured that out, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. Like, this is silly I'm getting fixated on a dumb thing, honestly. Yeah, anyway, I commend the shot work in this. I wonder if, like, people who love film, like really, really love film, notice stuff like that. Especially if you're watching movies all the time like we do, you will pick up on cool shots like that, right? I wonder how it affects the viewing for people who don't pay attention to that stuff.
Right.
Because you don't want it to necessarily draw attention to itself. They should be immersed in the thing going on.
Right, absolutely.
And so I wonder how that impacts your regular viewer if they're just like so captivated by the scene because it's going one thing to the next thing to the next thing, or if, they're like, what's the big whoop?
What's the big deal? Yeah.
It's interesting how the design of the show is, if it's longer than 40 minutes, there's probably not a lot of action. If it's 40 minutes, there's action.
Yes. This has been the case with Disney shows.
Yeah.
We can normally tell when it's going to be an action-packed episode because the runtime is usually about 10 minutes shorter.
The whole dynamic with Daredevil and his lady, Heather, was very interesting to watch in this episode because he came in the room and he thought he could just charm his way, and she's like not having it at all. She's like, yo, I didn't even know you were going to show up. Like, you didn't call me, you didn't text me.
Right.
No pigeon, nothing. Like, how am I supposed to know what's going on? Like, you're acting weird. And you have been acting weird. You've been checking out. And the moment she says, you're checking out, he checks out. Like, dude, you're playing right into the...
He can't help it,
yeah.
Okay? Because it's so much bigger than her. And that's the problem. When you are a vigilante superhero and you haven't told your significant other that, that's what you do with your life. I mean, of course, don't go around telling everyone, but yeah, it's always going to be difficult and you're always going to be on, and you just never know when that might come up.
Right.
It's tough.
You
should just break up with her.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's
or you
tricky.
should tell her. I don't know.
Why?
No.
It's tricky because it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of an analogy. If you had a heightened sense of smell and brought someone into a fish market, they'd be overwhelmed,
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, there would be a lot of smells going on.
Yeah, and so for him, there's so much going on, and he's already well established. Like, he can hear stuff, right? She
doesn't know that the extent of his hearing stuff is like way more than a regular blind guy.
She strikes me as the kind of individual that pays attention to things.
Well, she does.
Right?
She's a smart lady.
Right.
She's well educated, and not only that, she's like a freaking psychiatrist, so her whole job is looking at you and breaking you down.
Right. So every time bruh twitches, she knows he's not paying attention.
Yes.
Right? Every time he does one of these like bird things, like the little pigeon twitch, like she knows his ear, his mind is somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
Right? So I don't know where I was going with that. If you're in a room with a bunch of stuff going on, it's more likely to happen. Right?
Yeah.
There's so many interesting smells.
Okay.
I don't know.
But she's like, I'm here.
I'm saying you can't hold a man accountable too much. You're in a goddamn ball. It's crazy in there. So many conversations happening.
Especially ones that he's very, very interested in.
I don't know. Maybe he could have played it off better instead of being so serious. He could have been like, yo, you would not believe what they're talking about over there.
No, but he's really worried, though, because the revelation that she is Fisk and Vanessa's therapist is really, really stressing him out.
I know.
Understandably so.
I know. It's just could have been like many opportunities for a Ray Charles hummingbird moment, I guess. You don't know? You don't get that?
Don't spoil it for me.
You haven't seen Ray?
I've told you about 10 times that I have not seen Ray.
You've never said that.
Okay, maybe 3 times.
How about try never?
How about look at the list on your phone and it says for Achara, Ray.
I thought you were talking about Ray Donovan.
Don't try and save yourself.
Okay, well, anyway, there's a hummingbird scene in Ray. And what happens is he's at dinner, or not dinner, he's at lunch with his to-be significant person. And he goes, do you hear the hummingbird outside? She goes, huh? And he's like, there's a hummingbird out. And she looks and there's a hummingbird. And she's like, oh my God, here's the hummingbird. And it's flapping its wings.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That never happened here. And I feel so duped. I feel gypped. We needed we needed some hummingbird moments.
Yeah. Okay.
And so he could have played it cool. He could have been like, no, this is just like a hummingbird over there. It's kind of crazy. Look. Yeah. He wasn't doing anything to be like, no mask. Speaking of, like, no mask. She goes, you're checked out. You keep checking out. And then he does. She's just standing there bobbing her head for like, how long is that conversation going on in the next room?
I know, that was weird.
If I'm her...
Any normal woman would have been like, you're not even listening to me. Tell me what I said last. No, you don't know. See?
Yeah.
I'm walking away now.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I feel like she would have left by then. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It was just a weird. She needed to stay there for the shot, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
So I did notice that, and I was like, this is so unrealistic. Because if I were her, I would be like...
either getting mad,
giving him a piece of my mind, or I would have walked away and expected him to follow, and then been like really upset that he hadn't followed, and been like, what am I even doing here?
Yeah.
Then called an Uber and gone home. Or gotten drunk at the bar.
She could have pressed him and like really riled him up, and he could have been like, look, I'm Daredevil, okay? Damn it. Just like, get a grip. Can't you tell? You're the therapist.
I'm dealing with some really big things right now.
You should know I'm Daredevil before I do.
Yeah.
You're the brainiac. I don't know.
So clearly, she still hasn't figured it out yet.
No.
We really were giving her the benefit of the doubt.
I think we give her too much benefit of doubt. Like, she doesn't know Fisk is bad. She doesn't know her boyfriend's Daredevil.
So you're saying she's like smart but dumb.
I'm saying she's kind of a dodo bird. Yeah. like you're caught in the middle of this and you don't have a clue? Come on.
We're joking.
I'm joking. No, I'm not. I'm not joking.
I'm trying to save your ass.
All right, fine. What? Go ahead, save me. Come on.
It's jokes.
How does she not know?
There's any number of reasons why she might not know.
The moment Muse sat down, and well, not the moment he sat down, but like she started to get a clue pretty early on, like, oh, this guy's a situation and a half.
Or
something's
it's
off.
just that she knows, but she doesn't want to know. There is such a thing called denial. It's not just a river in Egypt.
All right, fair enough. That applies to Matt. But Matt keeps going, yo, Fisk is dangerous. And she goes, ugh. Stupid. I'm like, what? Why? Like, why? You are in the room with this dude and his wife for hours at a time. I messed up a joke before and it's been on my mind ever since. I said garbage disposal. I don't even know if that made the cut. I meant to say sanitation because that's a whole thing in like Goodfellas, or is it in Sopranos, where the mafia, it's like they have a job or a business they run.
Mm-hmm.
Sanitation. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking out the trash.
Yeah. I would think she's sharp enough to see past the bullshit. Every time she presses them about their business.
Like, oh, we're just in business.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And what is that business? Just business.
I don't have a degree in anything. Like, I am the kind of person to be like, that seems sus.
You just have a degree in BS.
I would be like, yo, something's weird there. Something's not right. Something's weird. And you're not, and then Matt comes along and is like, you don't.
Bullshitter.
Right, but Matt comes along and is like, you don't understand. And she goes, you're delusional. It's like, what? Why? No, you're in the room with these people. You know something's weird. That's 2 and 2 together. That's 4.
I know, this is probably the one episode where she's acting the dumbest she's ever been. She's usually pretty smart. I'll give you that.
And so, she sees the bruises. She knows Matt's up to something weird.
I'm telling you, denial.
Okay, once more, you're right. When it comes to Matt, that's a different story. But, like, when it comes to Fisk, really? What do you think? He's a good dude?
Well, he might not be a good dude, but he might not be all bad. Do you know what I mean? I can kind of see where she's coming from.
I can't. I'm seeing the scenes that they show us.
You're just a very naturally suspicious guy.
Am I? I don't know, Kirk. I'm just saying, the show is doing 2 things at once. It's showing me that she's very sharp. She's very smart, but you can't see this thing right here. Are you for real?
Okay, we've got one more episode, so maybe she will.
It's just a little bit infuriating because they've made her too smart. They flicked too hard. They made her so smart, but she can't see the most obvious thing. They won't ever disclose what their business is. That is a huge red flag. If you type that into ChatGPT, it's going to be like, yo, that's a red flag.
Well, maybe we should all use ChatGPT
Yes.
as our therapist.
Yes. Well, anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I am Jabby Kawai. This is
Ajara Kirk.
Peace out.